Political one, Russia's FSB identified, detained a member of the Islamic State, banned in Russia, a native of a country in the Central Asian region. So even the region of the terrorist, he was a native of a country in the Central Asian region, planned to commit a terror attack, blowing himself up against one of the representatives of the ruling circles. In April, June, the detainee was recruited by one of ISIS leaders as a suicide bomber in Turkey. This is huge. Recruited in Turkey.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, Mejaria.
Absolutely. Turkey is actually the gateway to Syria. And Turkey is the place where all the things, all the people, recruits who go from Kerala, etc., they go via Turkey. So whether it's the Islamic State or Al-Qaeda, Turkey is the place. So I think all the pieces are falling together. And now this entire thing that has come out, this entire story is becoming more and more plausible because these are the touch points, Central Asia, including Afghanistan, Turkey, right? And the Russian security forces and their intelligence agencies that are very active because this entire area of Central Asia was earlier Soviet Russia. And they have very close ties to Soviet Russia. In fact, many of the people, their first language is Russian. In many cases, while other people may speak, they might speak Turkmenistani, they might speak Kazakh or any other language, but in many cases, the old people, the people in power, still speak Russian very fluently. It's almost their first language, their mother tongue. So there is this very close bond with Russia. They were Russian territories 30 years back. And I think this is how it is unfolding. This is how Russia has managed to, with this whole network, managed to net this big fish. And from this ISIS terrorists, if they hand it over to India, which I think they should, then we'll come to know who they were targeting. But certainly points out to somebody in the central political leadership, somebody very, very senior.
And the fact that you've chronicled and you've reported on Russia's role. In fact, they're also fighting the ISIS, in Syria, and the kind of role that they're playing in Syria. They're saying that this terrorist was a native of a country in the Central Asian region. Mejaria.
Yes, absolutely. And this is exactly what I'm saying again and again. The reason why the Russians were able to nab this terrorist is the Russians have a very robust intelligence apparatus in place in Central Asian countries, including Afghanistan. I'm talking about the 5 Istans and also Afghanistan, the 6th. They have excellent intelligence infrastructure, and the Russians have been able to get a whiff of this ISIS. And ISIS is mostly based out of Afghanistan, mostly. I'm not saying only, I'm saying mostly based out of Afghanistan. And the recent killing of al-Zawahiri is one of the reasons why things got very unsettled, both for Al-Qaeda and ISIS. While they are different terrorist organizations, the fact of the matter is that the cadre is interchangeable. And, you might have 1 month a person fighting for ISIS and the other month fighting for Al-Qaeda. They have similar loyalties, they have similar ideologies. And I think it's a big thing that the Russians have done. Huge favor for their old friend India.
Absolutely. Major Arya, can I request you? I'll request you to come live on the story if possible. This is a big breaking story. I'm going to get you live, Major Arya. Let's get Major Gaurav Arya live. Major General G.D. Bakshi also joining us on the broadcast. Major General G.D. Bakshi, a sensational assassination plot involving an ISIS terrorist, a native of a Central Asian country, was hired in Turkey, was tasked with bombing an Indian leadership elite, was headed to India, arrested by Russia. A global assassination plot is unraveling. General Bakshi, can I get your first response to this?
The ISIS is certainly intensifying its activities. There seems to this organization have been blasted more or less in Syria and Iraq by the joint efforts of the Russians, the Americans, and a host of other countries. But it has since diffused, and it is now trying to revive itself. It's got a lease of life because the Americans thoughtfully left behind $40 billion worth of weapons in Afghanistan when they handed it over to the Taliban. And Turkey is another, nation which has been trying to pose as the new caliphate. And to that extent, taking on and trying to assist a number of the transnational Islamist causes. So we have the whole contours of an entirely new range of threats coming up. Just a day before, we had that assassination attempt in which the daughter of one of the leading ideologues of Putin was assassinated in Moscow itself. And now the Russians have done us a great favor by arresting this Central Asian citizen who was engaged in a plot to assassinate one of our key top leaders. The details are, of course, awaited, but this is big. This is big, and I think we need to put our guard up again, because for the last 2-3 years, after especially the Balakot strike, when Pakistan seemed a bit cowed down, there has been no major terror incident in India, and we have become rather forgiving towards Pakistan. But Pakistan is also trying to revive terrorism in J&K, in Punjab, and because it has not been able to achieve any great success, it does not mean that it has given up its attempt. So I think we have to be on our guard. We have to now get fully alert, because a lot seems to be boiling under the surface. There's a lot that seems to be boiling under the surface. Let's not wait to be hit. Let us preempt it. And once again, I think we definitely need to thank our Russian friends for nabbing this assailant before he could strike.
We're also hearing, General Bakshi, we're also hearing from the details available with us, this minute. He was identified and he was detained, and he had planned to commit a terror attack by blowing himself up against one of the representatives of the ruling circles of India. It's a statement that has been issued by the FSB. And they're also saying he was hired in Turkey. In April, he was recruited. He was recruited in April, June in Turkey. So, this entire circle, Major General G.D. Bakshi, can I request you, I'll just get you live right now. I'll ask my team to just line you up and get you live on Republic. And we would like to have your perspective on the channel. I'm going to let you go right now to come live. So while we disconnect your audio line, we'll get you live on video. And I'm going across to Major Arya, who's on video right now. Major Arya, the role of Turkey comes under intense focus once more.
No, absolutely, Niranjan. I mean, Turkey has been at the forefront of supporting terrorist activities. They have benefited by selling oil. Erdogan's family, Erdogan's sons have benefited by selling oil on the black market. This is a huge business for Turkey, and Turkey does this. All the people from India who've gone, youth from Kerala who've gone to fight alongside the ISIS have gone from Turkey. Turkey is the gateway. So they land up in Syria from there. And it is obvious that Turkey comes on the Soviet radar, and this person is discovered as having links with Turkey, Niranjan.
Yeah. And Major Arya, when something like this happens, I mean, they haven't given details of where he was detained. That would, I think, answer a lot of questions. But what they have certainly shared are details of where he was hired, where he was recruited. That was in Turkey. And he was recruited between April and June. And ISIS, and this is a wake-up call, Major Arya, for everyone